What's going on, guys? G2 here with 3-Putt Bogey, and today we're talking about something serious. Your wedges, your chipping, and your pitching. And I've got news for you. It's not you. It's the clubs. If this is you, it's not you. It's the clubs. And I'm going to show you how you can custom grind your wedges at home to optimize your pitching and your chipping to your stroke.
Be the right club today. Yes!
So how many strokes do you lose in a round just because you duffed a chip or you thinned a chip? It happens all the time, and the problem is wedges are not custom to you. You can get irons, putters, drivers, all of that stuff fitted, but how often do you get a wedge fitting? Not many places offer this. If you're close to one that does, that's awesome. But most of you, I would venture to say, are not close to someone who does a wedge fitting. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself at home with minimal supplies. Get it on Amazon. You'll have it in a couple days. It'll cost you $20. And you can not only use it just for the wedges, you can use it for everything else. And then I'm going to show you how that information that you'll get will show you how you can custom grind your wedge to optimize your chipping and pitching stroke. The wedges seem to be this club that we just buy off the rack and then just start playing with it. If you've ever tried to buy a wedge online, it is mentally exhausting to try to figure out the bounce. And not only on the bounce, now you've got the degrees, you know, the 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 64, 48, whatever it is. But now you've got on top of that the grind. To kind of help players with their short games, big manufacturers of wedges come out with a particular type of grind. And what that does is it relieves certain areas of the bounce and of the sole of the club to help you kind of get through that shot based on your swing characteristics. Because the thing with your chipping and your pitching is it's very unique to you. How you chip and your technique and how you like to, deliver that club to the ball is completely unique to you and your swing alone. So why is your wedge off of the rack? It makes no sense to me. But you can fix this and you can do this yourself. Now, I will stipulate by saying this. You have to have good chipping and pitching fundamentals to start with. If you're inconsistent, this will help, but it won't help you as much as it could. Now, every tour professional has their wedges ground to their swing. And by grinding, what I mean is there are places on the sole that have been mechanically removed with a grinder to optimize that player's chipping and pitching technique. And you can absolutely do this yourself with a couple minutes, couple tools, and your wedge. So let's go. Okay, so this is the wedge that I am gonna test with you. This is a Maltby wedge that I've got. I'm going to throw the specs up here so you can see it's a 56 degree wedge. And here's what you need. You need to get lie strips, lie angle strips. You can get these on Amazon. They stick to the bottom of your club and they cost maybe, $10 for 100 of these strips, which have, 10, 12 on each strip. Okay, that's step one. The second thing that you're going to want to get is a lie board. You put the ball on the hole, and then you just take your swing as normal. Your little chip shot, your little pitch shot, very like you want to hit a high one, you want to hit a low one, manipulate the face like you normally would to mimic what you would be doing when you're on the course. And as you do, you go through 10, 12 shots of these. With that tape on the bottom of the club, you're going to see a wear pattern. And in this case, here we go. It's dead center of the club face on that back part of the bounce. Now I'm going to hit a couple here. I'm going to put a new piece of tape on, hit a couple, and then we're going to look and see how consistent actually I am. All right, so just to show you here, I put new tape. Now when I did this, I put it all the way to cover all of the bounce, not just the front. We want to look at how we're engaging the entire sole of the golf club. And I'm just going to use a foam ball. It's really irrelevant. You don't even need a ball. You just need to take a couple swings. Now, if you remember what the other one looked like, I'm going to put it up on the screen here. Here's the new one. Clearly, there's consistency there, so I'm happy with that. So that is showing that when I hit my pitch and chip shots, I am consistently engaging this part of the bounce. But honestly, I would like to see a longer pattern, right? Just a little dimple pattern like that tells me that this is all of the club that I'm hitting. So the simple solution is telling me I just need to grind some of the bounce down from that section. So here's how you do it. All right, so I like to use this little 1-inch belt sander. You can use a Dremel, you can use a angle grinder, you can use a 2-inch, 3-inch belt grinder, you can use a bench grinder if you want, whatever you feel the most comfortable with. Now I've taken that pattern that we laid out, right, when we used our tape, and I marked it over here. So this is the material that I want to remove. So I'm simply just gonna, kind of put that to the belt here and remove that part of the material. All right, so after, maybe 5-10 minutes of hitting it with that belt sander, and we did a little finishing cloth, a 3M, we've got that part taken off. Now, it doesn't look like it's much, right? But if you look at it from this way, you can see that where we ground that down is not sitting as high as the toe and the heel. It's flattened out. It's less curved. So let's go and test and see how our show line looks with our tape. All right, so we're going to reapply your tape. Same thing. And what we should see now is not as much of an acute spot. It should be more, instead of just one little dot, it should be more of a line that goes across, which shows that I'm engaging the bounce evenly throughout the bottom of the sole. So we'll start with our 30-40 pitch shots. You're going to do the exact same thing. 5 medium range pitch shots. Now we're going to go into the high chip shot. And after a couple of those, we're going to go into the low chip run. So now, after you've done all that, remember what we looked like before. A dot of a wear pattern. Now look how we have improved that. We have extended that pattern basically to the entire part of the sweet spot of the club face. So that's showing that we are engaging the turf here instead of just on that little fingerprint that we had in the middle, because we dropped that high spot. And now you should be hitting more consistent chip and pitch shots by engaging the turf evenly. So this could happen anywhere. You may see a spot here. You may see a spot on the toe. That's your high spot. You want to get rid of the high spots. So now we know that our wedge is basically custom ground for my particular swing and the way that I engage the turf, and for different shots. Remember, we did a pitch shot, we did a high chip, and we did a low runner chip. So I have 3 shots that I know all of them will work great with this club. So, guys, you can do that with wedges that you use primarily for pitching and chipping around the green. Just bear in mind that because you've taken material off, that will maybe rust, it'll discolor. It's a wedge, guys. It's a utility tool. That lie board that you got along with the tape, you can use that for your irons to see if you need to change your lies. Not only can this be used for what we just talked about, but it can be used for your other clubs as well. So now you have a professional custom ground wedge suit to your swing and your swing only. So chip them tight, 1 putt. Until next time, make sure that you swing as hard as you can just in case you hit the ball. G2 out.